Hello, my cowgirls.
And hello, my hippies.
Welcome back.
We're back.
We're back, and we're better.
And we're doing great.
We're doing great.
We're talking about Mary Poppins.
Yes.
Because my throat, I'm dying.
Yes.
And what does Mary Poppins say?
Spoonful of sugar helps medicine go down.
Because I was like, oh, I might need to, eat honey. Because honey, coats your throat. And I don't have cough drops. I'm not a real adult. These are things that I thought came with the house. Medicine, cleaning supplies. What is
Isn't
this?
That so fucked up?
It is
when
fucked
you
up.
Move out on your own, and it's a realization that you have to buy your own cleaning supplies. You have to buy your own medicine. You have to become a version of your own family home.
I know. And shout out to my parents because we always were stocked.
Always.
If I needed a cough drop, it was there.
Always.
If I needed anything, it was always there. I don't think there was ever a time where I was like, we're out of this. At my house, it's constant.
Oh, always. We ran out of toilet paper, and I had to grab the last roll from the spare bathroom.
I have a question. When you run out of toilet paper, do you use the cardboard?
No, I don't.
Have you ever?
No, I haven't.
Really? I feel like that's a thing. I have it for a long time. Because now I always have paper towels in my bathroom.
Yeah.
So I'll just rip a paper towel. But there has been a desperate time where I've had to use the cardboard.
Damn.
Hurt my bits.
I'm sure it did.
But
when the work runs out of toilet paper, I do use the paper towels.
Oh, yeah. You're just, reaching over, waiting for it. I was changing one of those the other day, and, it kept coming out because I was, putting my hand under, and it's, hand-sensitive thing. And it just kept coming out, and I was like, I'm not needing any. I'm just trying to close you. And it just kept coming and coming. I was like, oh, my God, this is a waste. I feel so bad.
At that point, I probably just, would have washed my hands just to use it.
Yeah, well, I just ripped it and, threw it away. I was like... The camera right there. I'm like, sorry. Did not mean to. I was just trying to change this.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. I mean, luckily, anytime we've ran out of toilet paper at home, Justin's home.
Yeah.
And we have, I have, a basket of toilet paper behind me. Mm. So normally, if, we do run out, there's some back there.
I have a basket, too, actually.
If that's completely out, then it's, a major, SOS, give me toilet paper.
Oh, yeah, I'm, calling. I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
He's like,
I just yell.
I'm tell me why your permit is so much bigger than mine, and you yell, and mine's so tiny, and I call. I'm like...
Bathroom's, literally right over there.
I know, he's literally sitting here. He could easily hear me. I just don't think about it. I'm just like,
oh, yeah.
Ring, 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 ring.
I scream. I'm like, babe, I need toilet paper.
SOS!
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
You guys,
Guys.
These are recent struggles in life that you realize when you move out.
It's fucked up.
It is.
Well, then you kind of have to figure out well, then you can think, okay, when you move out on your own, you're like, okay, what brand of cleaning supplies do mom and dad get? Because that's the brand that you're used to using. And then you have to kind of get into your own what do you use?
Yeah, I guess so. Gavin's more of the clean person.
Yeah.
He cleans more than me, weirdly. Swapping roles. And he just uses, I think he does use what his mom uses. But I've never, I don't even know what mom and dad use.
Yeah. I use the Pledge that they have.
Oh, my gosh.
Maybe I do, a different brand of it. I mean, Windex is Windex.
Gavin... grew up not dusting, so we never dust.
Oh, I hate dusting.
I had one of those things that have the thing on it that you just run
the Swiffer thing.
And I haven't used it, as you can see, for quite a while.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
All of my furniture is neutral colors.
Yeah.
And not very dark. And also I have a cat that kind of gets onto my surfaces, so he kind of dusts for me.
Okay, literally. I was like, you could use the cat to just... He's on the table. You're just
He would actually probably like that, though,
yeah,
to be honest. He'd be oh, it's playtime. Let's go.
Hell yes.
Yeah. I don't mind vacuuming. I actually really like sweeping and mopping my floors, but I use the Swiffer mop thing. So I enjoy that.
Yeah.
So I'll always be the one to sweep and mop the kitchen. Justin's usually the one that vacuums. I don't mind vacuuming, but
I love vacuuming.
he usually just does it. I hate cleaning my bathroom.
Oh, I hate cleaning the bathroom. I'm like...
And Mom can, like, agree with this, that we hated cleaning our bathroom downstairs, too.
She would say, like, I would have to do it once a week, and I would be like... why?
It's funny, my mother-in-law was actually just complaining about Justin's sister, about how she never cleans her bathroom.
Yeah.
And, like, my father-in-law, she'll be like, she needs to clean the bathroom, and he'll go in there. He's like, it's not that dirty.
Like, I do understand bathrooms are really disgusting.
Yeah.
But...
I mean, I know when it looks gross, and, like, I, like, will clean it, but, like, I hate cleaning it.
Me too.
It's, like, my least favorite thing to clean. Well, I have 2 of them.
Yeah,
it's
that's like what sucks about getting a bigger house. It's more shit to clean.
Yeah.
It's like,
luckily, like, no one really goes into the spare room, or the spare bathroom, so I don't really have to, like, clean it too often.
yeah.
But yeah, sometimes I'm just like, ugh, 2 bathrooms? I don't even like cleaning the one.
Well, one of you could clean one and the other could clean the other.
No.
No?
Justin's version of cleaning is, like, completely different than my version of cleaning.
Oh.
Like,
This is where the control comes in.
Yeah, it is. Like, he'll clean the toilet and, like, the sink and, like, the tub, but he doesn't clean the floor.
Oh. Interesting.
And he'll be like, oh, it's done. And I was like, oh, did you clean the floor? Well, he'll say yes, but then I see stuff on the floor, and I'm like, no, you didn't.
Oh my gosh, the little lie. Like, yeah.
Like, yes, I did. And I'm like, no, you didn't. And so I'll go and grab the stuff, and I'll clean it.
With men, the floor is probably the nastiest thing.
Probably, yeah. I mean, honestly, probably a mix of him, but also me, because I shed so much hair when I brush it. That's usually kind of the main thing that I find on the floor in my bathroom is hair. But better on the floor than in the drain.
True. I've been dealing with that in my shower.
Have you? Ugh.
Yeah. I'm like, sorry.
Yeah.
I saw this thing, and it was like red flags when a girl puts her hair on the shower walls. And I was like, because Gavin will literally go in the bathroom, and he'll be like, what in the hell is on the walls? And I'm like, oh, no, it's just my hair. But I'm like, yeah, it's better that it's on the wall than in the drain.
Exactly.
I just always forget to clean it. I don't, like, do the end at the end.
Oh.
I just will, like, leave, and I forget.
I mean, I don't think I do that every time either.
No. I only wash my hair once a week. So when I wash my hair, it's, like, a lot of hair falls out.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
Because do you, like, still wet your hair, even if you don't
I just put it in a bun on the top of my head. Like, I used to have a shower cap, but then it just, like, broke, and I never, like, boom, there it is. I never bought another one ever again.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just, like, put it to the top of my head.
Yeah.
But my hair doesn't get wet. Only, like,
the like, bottom.
And that's fine.
Yeah. I cannot stand, like, not washing my hair in a shower.
I know, that's crazy.
Like, if, like, okay, I usually shower every other day, so then I wash my hair every other day.
Yeah.
And if I have to shower, like, 2 days in a row, I have to wash my hair. I can't, like, just barely get my hair wet, because I feel like the steam from the shower just causes more grease in my hair.
Yeah, I think that is the difference, too. When I have naturally curly hair.
Yeah.
So my hair doesn't get as, like, doesn't
oily.
get greasy as quick.
Yeah.
Like, I'm on, like, I don't even know what day it is. I shower every day. I don't wash my hair every day.
Yeah.
And that's why. It's like, I'm not going to wash my hair every day. I know that's not good for me. But my hair doesn't get greasy till literally, like, it depends on what I do.
Yeah.
Because, like, recently I've been working out with my hair down because I've really been feeling myself. And I've been, like, just, like, looking at myself the whole time, which, beautiful. But makes my hair a little greasy quicker because I'm, like, flipping it. I'm touching it. And I'm just like, ugh, girl, now it's greasy. Like, it looks great, but it's greasy.
Yeah. Like, I feel like day 2 hair for me, it's, like, greasy.
Yeah.
No one else notices it, but I do.
Oh, yeah. I've said that to Nana one time. I was like, my hair never gets greasy. Like, no one notices. My Nana was like, I notice. I was like, okay.
Damn, Nana.
Love that. Thanks, Nana.
Coming for you.
Literally, I was like, oh, okay. She gives it to me straight.
Yes, she does.
Okay, well, I wanted to talk to you about something, and that's why I'm wearing white today. I want to talk to you about marriage.
Okay.
And why do you think people get married? because I watched a video on, like, a reason people got married, and I was, like, touched. I was like, that is so beautiful.
Okay.
So, but why do you think people got married? I mean, you got married.
I got
why
married.
did you get married?
I think for me, getting married just symbolized, like, me truly spending the rest of my life with this person.
Yeah.
And, like, I think it's, for me, it's a commitment of, like, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I want to start a family with you. I want to grow old with you.
Yeah. So this video was, like, it was from a movie. I don't know what movie it was from, but the woman, like, asked the man, like, well, why do you think people get married? And he was like, oh, passion. And he was like, why do you think? She was like, oh, it's not passion. Like, and he was like, oh, I thought you were romantic. And she goes, well, no, the reason is because we want someone to witness our life.
Oh, interesting.
And she was like, when you get married, like, there's billions of people in the world, like, your life kind of goes unnoticed if you don't have someone with you constantly.
Yeah.
But it's like marriage is a promise to, like, witness all the big things, all the small things, the good, the bad, and, like, be there for them and, like, care about every single thing.
Yeah.
And it's, like, a promise to, she said it so beautifully. I literally was like, oh, my God, this is so cute. She was like, it's a promise that, your partner's life will not go unnoticed. Oh. And I was like, wow.
That is so sweet.
It was beautiful. I'm like,
taking that.
Yeah, I like, see all these scenes, and I'm like, my vows are going to be so long because I'm going to be, like, taking all these, like, little, like, things from all these cute clips and just, like, putting it all together because I'm like,
well, what a lot of
so
people
cute.
do is you can write letters. I mean, you and Gavin write letters already to each other. You guys can just write letters to each other and have them, like, give them to each other before, or even, like, do a private vow.
Yeah.
Like, do private vows and then just do, like, the regular one in person.
Yeah, I don't know. I would want to say, well, that's the only thing I don't like about marriage is, like, proclaiming your love in front of everyone is, like, embarrassing sometimes because it's just, like, a lot.
Yeah.
It's not intimate.
Yeah.
But it does seem fun. But, like, have you ever seen The Corpse Bride?
Yes.
I love those vows, too.
Do you? I don't remember them.
One of them is, like, when your cup is empty, I will fill you.
Oh,
When your candle is out, I will relight it. Like, there's just so many cute, like, vows. I'm like, ugh, I would take this, too.
Yeah. I know. Honestly, I already think about doing vow renewals.
I would, too. It's, like, so fun.
Yeah. Because I think, like, Justin's vows were amazing.
Yeah.
Mine weren't, like,
What do you
I
think
think mine were good, but, like, mine was definitely a lot more jokey, and I think I would have wanted to set a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, like, just kind of thinking about, okay, maybe 5 years from now or 10 years from now, whenever we do a vow renewal or if we do one, I would love to be able to just kind of, like, pour it all out there. Because I also don't show my emotion, especially to, like, 60-plus people.
Oh, my God, yeah.
You know? So it's just, like, I'm going to, like, hold it together.
I know. That's, like, how I feel, too. I'm like, I would not want to
Like, it was, I mean, I bawled my eyes out.
Yeah.
Not during my vows, though. But
right when you got to him.
Right when I got to him, I held it together up until we got, like, halfway down the aisle. And I was like, holy shit.
This is real.
Like, it was kind of a lot. I actually just listened to our first dance song the other day, literally since our wedding. And I just literally just, like, was, like, filled with joy of just listening to it. So I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, weddings are crazy.
Yeah. Speaking of weddings, I actually wanted to ask you something. So February is a leap year.
Oh.
You know? So this year's a leap year. And I was just thinking about the movie Leap Year.
Oh, yeah.
And about how she was proposing to, like, him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an Irish tradition. Like, would you ever do that?
No. I would not. Because I'm the kind who's like, oh, if they're not going to do it, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm, like, still on the, like, I only would want to get married if, like, it was extravagant.
Yeah.
Like, I would never.
I mean, you're kind of like Gage.
Yeah, it would have to be, like, we're together for, like, 10 years, and we're like, well, we might as well
fuck
do it.
We already have kids together. Let's just go.
And for, like, the only thing that entices me about a wedding is a dress, and I think that's mainly all. And photos.
Honestly,
that's, like, really the only thing that gets me into it, because everything else, I'm like, those are things I would just want to do with Gavin. Like, I wouldn't want other people around. Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't mind, but it's not like I need to do it.
Yeah.
But I do feel that, like, if we had kids, I would feel weird if I didn't have the same last name.
Yeah.
Like, you know. last night we were role playing. Not anything crazy, and so the first way I went was like, we were like pretending that he just like came. We were just like, I don't even know where we were, but I was like being like a girl, and I was like, oh, like let's just like get together and like then call it a day. And he was like, you would do that? And so then the next role play we did, I was like a woman who was like, oh, well, do you want to get married? I was like, oh, I don't do anything unless you'll get married. And Gavin was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, you went from one ultimate to the next ultimate. I was like, what do you want from me? But if we had kids, I don't know if I would do it without being married. But I don't know. I have no expectations of how things are supposed to go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think there are any there are.
Like your own.
Yeah, like I think everyone is just on their own thing.
But
like,
I've never been the girl to like dream about getting married.
Yeah.
You have always been like that.
Yeah, I mean, I never dreamed of like a wedding, really. I just always wanted to be married.
Yeah, married, kids.
Yeah. But I really never really thought about a wedding very much until Justin.
Yeah.
Like an idea of like what I wanted a wedding to look like, what we wanted.
We all had Pinterest boards.
Well, we definitely did, yeah.
Even I had I don't know if I had a
literally
wedding
nothing anything that was on my Pinterest board for a wedding, not even close to what I wanted.
Yeah.
But it's just like stuff like, oh, like that's cute, like that's cute.
Oh, yeah.
But like that's different than like actually like dreaming of like what a perfect wedding to me would be.
No, definitely. I either would want to get married like on a beach or in Italy.
Or a beach in Italy.
Yeah, Postofino.
Yeah.
Would be cute. But then it's also like I wouldn't expect anyone to pay for it. Like I would need to be like well enough to like take everyone.
Yeah.
I want to be like, okay, get your tickets now, bitches. You're paying for yourselves. Like, so it would be a while. I gotta get my degree. And get it going.
Yeah.
Would you propose?
No.
To a man? No.
No. I'm very traditional in that sense.
Well, I don't think a lot of women would, really.
No.
Like,
unless like
it's an honor
we were together for like 10
for
years.
A woman to be chosen like that.
Yeah.
And men don't really care, I don't think. Men are like, oh, we don't want to get married, that's fine.
Yeah.
Because even in that movie, he said no.
Yeah.
And she found someone else along the ride.
Oh, damn.
You didn't see that movie?
What movie?
Leap Year.
Oh, yeah, I guess so, huh?
Yeah, he said no. And she found someone along the way.
Well, no, actually, she was going to go to Ireland to propose to him, but he ended up proposing to her. And she said yes, but then realized that she didn't want to be with him because she did the fire, like, thing for the other guy that was taking her to her future fiance.
Oh.
And she realized that she wanted the Irish man. Which, honestly, same.
Honestly.
The accent?
I just saw a thing
so
where...
then she left him for the Irish man.
Yeah, well, and there's also a thing, like, I heard that men, they don't choose the right partner, they choose the right time.
Yeah.
I'm like, Gavin? No. I think I'm just... So many people I know my age get married and have kids so quickly.
Yeah.
And, like, even, like, Gage and, like, many people in my life, like, who have responsibilities and stuff, they're like, don't.
Yeah.
Like, just, like, be, like, no responsibilities, focus on yourself, and it should work out. Because, oh my gosh, half the people I graduated with are married and kids, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. That's just so young, too. I mean, 23 years old.
Like,
and, like,
some of them 20, 21.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah. I'm happy with where, like, how my age when I got married and when I found Justin and all that stuff. Because I think, like, I mean, I had so much growing to do.
Exactly.
And, like, yeah, we met at 24 years old. And at that point, like, I kind of knew what I wanted. But we didn't get married until I was 26. 26.
How old are you now?
I'm 27. But I'll be 28 this year.
This doesn't seem right.
Yeah, 26 sounds right.
I thought it was only a year after you guys dated.
2 years.
Oh, interesting. With you guys, it looked like it happened so quick. It was, like, wild.
Yeah. Well, now I don't know.
It was 2022. It's 2024. You're 27.
2020, I was 24. Yeah, so 2022, I'd be 26.
Oh my god, that's so weird.
Yeah.
It seems so old.
I know.
I'm like 26. I was like, you are 26. But then I was like, wait, you're 27.
Yeah, I'm 27. Yeah, it actually happened very quickly.
It was. Because you guys would talk about it all the time.
Yeah. And it's funny because I was just talking to a coworker because she was asking Gage about, like, the new baby and all that stuff. And I asked her, I was like, oh, well, do you want kids? And she's like, oh, like, it just depends, like, if I find the right person and, like, all this stuff. And I was like, and I mean, she's like, I'm still young, like, all this stuff. So I don't really know. And I was like, okay, like, well, how are you and your boyfriend? And like, I'm like, have you guys ever really talked about like any of that? And she's like, no, not really. But she's like, but it's kind of whatever. But they're also like both so young that like,
yeah,
you have so much life to live.
Exactly.
And I was like, me and Justin started talking about it pretty quickly when we started dating, but we both knew what we wanted.
Yeah.
And like, I was dating for a relationship, for a future, for all of this. So I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and waste my time on someone that doesn't necessarily want the same things.
No, definitely.
And like kind of being at that age where it's like you kind of almost have to start asking that question if you want to like settle down. So like that was something that me and him always talked about was in the beginning was like, well, do you want kids?
Yeah.
It's like, I want kids. So I'm like, if someone else doesn't want a kid, then like there's no point. I'm not going to sit here and hope that you change your mind.
Honestly.
If you don't want to get married, then like don't waste my time either. Because like I want that. So me and him talked about it pretty quickly. But
yeah. People are like, when you hit 25, you're like starting to think like, if I got pregnant, I would probably need to keep it. If I like got proposed, I would probably like get married because you're like at that stage where you're like, should I be getting my life together?
Yeah.
But thank goodness I have a few years.
Yeah.
But I think 30 is like would be my golden year to be very like more into that stuff.
I mean, yeah, and like Mom didn't get pregnant with me until I was 27 years old. Mm-hmm. But, like, Mom and Dad weren't married yet either. And, like...
She was fully, like, I was ready to raise you on my own.
I mean, yeah, and she probably had that moment of, like, I'm 27 now.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not going to, like...
Yeah, I want this baby.
Yeah, like, I want this baby. You can stick around or not.
Yeah, she was like...
But, like, they got married when they were 30.
Yeah.
So, like... And that's when life kind of started for Mom and Dad.
Yeah.
And, like, that's fine. Like, you don't need to be in your early 20s to start life. Honestly, it's not fun. Having so much responsibility is not fun at all.
Even, like, animals.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even own a pet, and even that is, like, a luxury, I've noticed.
Yeah. I mean, I was 23 when I got Hunter, and it was more because I just wanted some sort of companionship. Yeah. And, like, I wanted a dog originally, but I was like, I work so much that I needed, like, a pet that was more independent. Mm-hmm. Even though I probably caused my Hunter a lot of anxiety because of, like, me.
He's like, no one's ever around.
Yeah,
when she's
so
here,
he's, like,
she's just
so
sleeping.
needy. That's probably why he's so needy and everything.
Yeah.
And, like, he's anxious because of me, so I'm sorry.
The parent trauma you've caused.
I know. But at least he can't talk to me, like, 20 years later and
literally,
say, like, you fucked me up.
Me.
But
you're like, I'm already aware.
I'm like, I already know. I'm sorry. So, but yeah, I mean, everyone is on their own time.
Truly. But yeah, that's like, even our coworker who's from California, she was like, her brother who was here before her, she said he noticed, like, people here get married so young.
Yeah.
And it's true.
Yeah. I mean, you also have to just kind of look at, like, where we live.
I don't understand. What's the thing?
I mean, there's just not a lot to do around here.
So you just get married?
Small town.
It's not even that small. That's why it's so weird to me.
It's small enough, though.
It's, like, small, but it's gotten so big now that it's, like...
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so odd. Half of them have children, married, and I'm like... Where am I?
Yeah.
Crazy.
It is crazy. But, I mean, to each their own.
Yeah, if you're happy, go for it. I would hate to be a stay-at-home mom. No.
Yeah. I always thought I would like the idea of being a stay-at-home mom, or I would enjoy the idea of being a stay-at-home mom.
It's, like, way more, like, normalized than it should be, because the moms who I know are a stay-at-home mom, like, they struggle so much with identity.
Oh, yeah.
and like living their own lives that it's like so scary to me.
Yeah. I think like the more kids you have, the easier it is because then like at least you're busy. But like only having like one child, I mean, in reality, babies aren't fun until they can start walking or crawl, like until they can actually have some movement. Mm-hmm. So like can you imagine like the first year of just being like, oh well,
just sleeping, watching them. I guess the first year would be fun because you are just so fascinated with them. Mm-hmm. I think when they move would be terrible because then you're constantly having to watch them. Yeah. Rather than like, oh, just prop them on the couch. They're sleeping. They're chilling. Yeah. Go do my thing.
Yeah. I don't think I could be a stay-at-home mom. I'm way too much of like a busybody.
No,
to
me
like
either.
Just like be at home. Like, yeah, taking care of a baby is a lot of work, but I would have to, like, be able to leave the house. Like, I could definitely not leave a house for, like, 2 days, like, over a weekend, but, like, not leaving the house, like, at all, that'd be hard.
Yeah. Well, it's, like, also, I feel like it really impacts you, like, socially.
Yeah.
Like, we all felt it during COVID. Like, we were all, like, stuck at home. Mm-hmm. And, like, when we did get back into the world, we were like, oh, my gosh, I don't know how to, like, associate with people anymore. Like, and we all have, like, social batteries now that are, like, I got to get out of here and stuff like that. But, yeah, I was just, like, oh, my gosh. Like, how would you even come back to the world?
I don't know.
Like, even my friend, we'll, like, go out and she'll be like, nothing new with me, you know. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? Yeah. And she's like, literally nothing. Like, just my kids. And I'm like, that's something. And she's like, no, but personally me, nothing. I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah. It's very important to check on your mama friends.
Yes.
Always check in on them. And make sure you ask how they're doing. I always make it a priority to say, how are you doing and how is the family? Mm-hmm. But I always try to preface, I'm always asking about them first.
Yeah.
Like with Megan, Hannah, Sarah, like, all of them, I'm like, how are you doing? Because
you have the hardest job out of anybody. You have the hardest
job. And, like you said, like, it's kind of isolating when you're just around your kids all day. And it's, like, just making sure, like, they don't lose their identities and who they are. And not that, and make sure, like, they don't think they're forgotten because now they have a adorable freaking baby. Yeah. You know?
You're like, you're more than that baby.
You're more than just giving birth to an adorable child.
The drag queens, they, like, have friends who have kids. And one of them was like, I act like they're in a toxic relationship. Like, that's still going on? You got to get out of there. And it's like their kids. And they're like, what do you mean? And they're like, you got to get out of there. It's not healthy for you.
That is so funny.
They're like, these are my children.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Or I just saw this thing where it was like me calling my mom to come pick me up from a sleepover and she's saying, honey, that's your husband and your children.
Oh my God, yeah. Mom, I don't want to be here anymore. Can you come pick me up?
That's your house. Those are that's your family now.
Yeah. I don't want it.
I was literally that girl who was like, I would commit to a sleepover and then as the night went on, I don't feel good. Calling up my parents like, you got to pick me up right now.
Yeah.
It was apartments, though, that scared me constantly.
Well, yeah, I think maybe because, like, we grew up in a house.
Exactly. So, like, apartments were just like, where am I?
Yeah.
And they were ghetto apartments. Like, I'm, like, not trying to be rude, but, like, you know, because they were, like, their parents smoking in the house. Yeah. Like, I couldn't breathe. I was like, my friend's like, you good? I'm like, I don't feel well. I think I'm going to have to go home.
I gotta go.
12 o'clock at night, I'm like calling my dad, like, you know the drill.
Come get me.
Come get me.
You know
right
better
now.
than to go to sleep right now.
You knew better to say yes to this, Dad.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I was that girl.
I never liked doing big sleepovers.
What do you mean?
Like, you know, like, if it's, like, a birthday party and they have, like, a sleepover, I hated that.
Those are the only time I felt, like, comfort. Because, like, many people were around me.
I think those were the times where, like, I would literally call, like, mom and dad and be like, come get me. Because I did not like big group.
That's so weird.
Things. Like, especially as, like, a little kid. Maybe, like, middle school and stuff like that. Like, it was easier for me.
I remember I had a friend who her mom didn't allow her to have sleepovers until she was, like, 11 years old.
That's terrible.
She was the neighbor, Elise.
Oh,
remember? Because we would, like, hang out all the time, and I was like, I want to sleep over with you so bad. And, like, that was comfort because, like, my house was just down the street, like, one house away. Like, it was super easy.
Yeah.
And we would hang out till, like, 10 o'clock, and then her mom was like, no, you got to go home. And I was like, why can't we have a sleepover? And I remember when she did let her have a sleepover, it was like the best day of my life. I was like, the party doesn't have to end. I loved sleepovers.
Yeah. I mean, I loved them too. Just
you're like big groups
going to other people's houses.
Oh, yeah.
Like less me, like at our house.
Yeah, because I'm like, our parents would always make sure we had like big sleepover birthday parties.
Yeah.
Like I remember it vividly. I would have so many friends.
You would.
My worry always, which is like, this is such an adult worry, would be mixing friends.
Oh, yeah.
Because I would have my house friends who were, like, my neighbors and stuff, and then I would have my school friends. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, I hope they get along. And sometimes they wouldn't. And I would be like, oh, my God. And I had to be the mediator. And I would be like, it's my birthday party, you guys. Like, you shouldn't be fighting. It's my time. And
I swear, like, as, like, a child, there was always drama at birthday parties.
That was the best part. You were like, did you hear what happened at so-and-so's birthday party?
Oh, wait, you don't have your own fake flip phone?
Yeah. Or like, wait, you're sleeping in a sleeping bag? That's your sleeping bag? Like, it'd be very like shady. You don't like cheese pizza? Like, things would come out and it'd be like,
yeah, serious shade.
Bitches who would fall asleep first, hated them. Yep, you'd be like, bitch, you're staying up. Like, it's a sleepover. Like, and then like getting in trouble, being up too late, and like pretending to sleep when the parents came down, sneaking food.
Yeah.
Like, tell me why. I always like talk to like mom and dad about this, where I'm like, why did we think we couldn't eat past a certain time? And they're like, we don't know. Because we would, like, do the max. Like, do you remember we would literally, like, open the cupboard so quick, grab whatever we could.
What we would do is we would, because my room was downstairs, we would sneak up the stairs and peek around the corner to see if Dad was sleeping on the couch.
He would always be facing the stairs. We would love if he was, like, on the couch facing the TV this way, because we were like,
he can't get us. He can't hear us. And then what we would do is, like, you would stay in the kitchen, and then I would sneak to their room and close the door. Yeah. Like, not close it completely where you would hear the click, but, like, close it enough to where because Mom slept on the side where the door was. So as long as she couldn't see us... And we'd go into the kitchen.
And if Dad did wake up, just getting water. But we'd be grabbing the most weird, anything we could grab. We were just like, I'm like, I think I
was seeing those like memes where it's like them being loud, shut the fuck up.
I'm like, why? Because then, like, as I got older, I would, like, be up late and be, like, hungry at nighttime. And I'd be, like, going upstairs, like, sneaking. And my dad would already be in the kitchen getting, like, cereal. Yeah. And he'd be like, you hungry too? And I'm like, yes. And, like, it was fine. I don't know why, as children, we were like, oh, God, they're going to kill us.
I think the idea was, like, okay, we had dinner, then we ate dessert. Dessert was it for the night. Like, once you had dessert, you were done.
We were just we were growing kids. Like, of course we're so hungry.
Yeah, I mean, it was,
and it was like an unsaid thing. Like, we wouldn't say like, Mom and Dad, we're hungry. We would just be like, we gotta sneak. It's Mission Impossible mode right now.
It's like, I'm hungry, go get us something.
Ew, remember we would eat
Wait, what?
Cold hot dogs? You guys, this is disgusting, but sometimes we would just be able to sneak, like, hot dogs, but, like, we couldn't use the microwave, of course.
It'd be too loud.
So we would just eat cold hot dogs. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Well, now when we have kids, we'll be like, the kitchen is open if you need.
Yeah, fuck, I'm just gonna get them little mini fridges in their room.
Oh, that's dangerous. Did you ever have food in your room?
Oh, like, yeah. We snack shit all the time.
But, like, just, like, designated.
Oh, no.
I, like, had
a friend. If I got, like, chocolate or something.
Oh, yeah, that's like, that was
staying in my... Yeah. That is... But I think I probably did, like, hide food in my room. I would just hide it in my closet on the dresser because Mom and Dad never went into my closet.
I know. They're like, where are the Triscuits? We're like, I don't know. Gone. Getting rid of the garbage the next day.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I really looked forward to that because your chore was taking the trash out. So
always.
It was like, hide it.
Stuff it in the
garbage. Where they can't see it. I remember a time where, like, we bought, I don't even know how old we were, but we got, like, the Papa Murphy's cookie dough tub.
Did we sneak it downstairs?
And we snuck spoons from the kitchen.
Getting spoons was, like, a whole thing, too. Like, and then, like,
and we would take it downstairs and just eat cookie dough.
Oh, that was
and
so
we would
good.
hide the dough, like, as if Mom and Dad didn't know.
They're like, we bought it. Of course we know you're going to have it.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
And I wonder why I was fat.
Honestly,
I was eating 24/7.
Like, no wonder.
I remember I ate like a whole box of Cheez-Its at one point. And just the whole time. That was when TikTok first came out and I was just like munching, watching TikTok.
Yeah.
Living.
I mean, I probably still could do that.
Me too. I eat late still.
Do you? I don't eat
but
late.
I question myself more being like, are you bored?
Yeah.
Like, I have the, like, mentality,
I know when I'm bored. If I literally just ate breakfast, like, an hour ago and I'm back in the kitchen trying to find something to eat, that's when I know I'm bored. Because I'm like, bitch,
what am I doing?
I go, like, hours without eating during a work day.
No, that is, like, I think that's, like, the craziest thing. Like, on like, work days, I barely eat. And that's when I'm, like, working out, doing the most. Weekends, I'm doing nothing, and I'm like, starved, and I'm like, I'm just bored. Like, I have nothing to do with myself.
Or we're just compensating for what we didn't eat throughout the week.
Always.
Yeah, because, I mean, there was literally one day I did not, it was Tuesday. I didn't eat breakfast, and I didn't eat lunch. I ate toast, so I brought you a piece.
Oh, it was so good.
So I had, like, 2 pieces of toast, and then I didn't eat lunch all day long, and I just ended up buying a bagel at the bakery, and I literally just clocked out because it was the end of my shift really anyways, and that's all I ate on Tuesday because I did not have time to, like, sit and eat.
I have, like, such a fear of not eating breakfast for some reason.
I always try to eat breakfast.
Me too.
Always.
Like, it'll be 9 o'clock, and usually I take my break at, like, 11, and I'm like, I probably could just wait to eat lunch, but then I'm like, no, you need to eat right now.
Yeah, I mean, and I do the same thing. Like, sometimes I'm like, well, it's 10. Like, what is the point of, like, eating breakfast? Because I'm going to eat in, like, an hour or so. But I'm like, I'm freaking starving.
I need to eat.
Like, I want food.
Literally, I'm like, that is what is pushing me for the rest of this day.
Yeah. Like, it's going to fuel me. Or else I'm going to be starving once I clock off of work.
And we're around food the whole day. So we're just like,
literally yesterday, I was like, what can I eat? I was starving yesterday. And I was like at the bakery, and I'm like, what can I take from here really fast?
Seriously.
Or I was like at the commissary, I'm like, what can I take here?
I'll see, because like we like have someone who takes photos of food, and he'll just like put it to the side sometimes. And I'm like, should I eat that? It's just like a cookie in a package, like a bagel. I'm like, can I eat that?
Literally.
I never do though.
No.
I don't know what it is. At work, I have such good self-control. Home, no.
None.
It's out the window.
And work is like, has so
way
much better
worse.
food.
I know. I'm like, I could have been eating good today, but I didn't. I even say that to Gavin, and he was like, how did you not eat that? I'm like,
well, honestly, those M&M cookies yesterday, I wanted to eat one so bad. For some reason, I had self-control, and I didn't.
I know.
But I think it's the idea of, like, no, we need those for wholesale.
Tell me why. We were, like, doing, like, dough for an order, and Gage gave a coworker a cookie, and I was like, do we have enough to spare? Like, don't be fucking just giving them cookies if there's not enough to spare. And I felt so bad, but I was like...
But in reality,
every cookie
we're
counts.
drowning. Every cookie does count.
Cookie counts.
Yeah.
So I was, like, watching her eat it, like, wait, let me do a count. Before you eat that, hold up.
Hold on. You may have to pick a different cookie.
Literally.
Yeah. The struggle's real, guys.
Constantly hungry.
Always.
Still a growing girl. That's what Gavin always tells me.
I'm just going to use that forever.
That's what Gavin said too, and I'm like, you're like 25.
You're still growing.
He's not.
He's not 25.
I'm like, you're like 25.
He's 22.
He's younger than me.
23?
Yeah,
22. Oh, yeah, he turns 23.
He's a May baby. So Justin's turning 28 in May?
Mm-hmm. I know. I really just kind of like...
Even 23 has me like, oh my God,
I remember
I'm like
turning
not a teenage girl
23
anymore.
and I like had like a full-on like mental breakdown.
At 23?
Yeah, turning 23. Like, I had, like, a serious moment of, like, holy shit, I'm 23.
I think if I wasn't, I think luckily I did find something that I'm working towards. But if I think I didn't have that, I would be more like,
Yeah.
like, what's wrong with me? But thank goodness I found accounting. I actually have a goal. Have a goal, you guys. It makes everything better.
Yeah. Yeah, turning 23 was a rough one for me.
Yeah, because it's kind of like, oh, I'm like getting so far from being a teenager.
Well, it was like I'm close to 25.
Yeah.
Like, that was like the holy shit moment. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, like, my love life was nowhere to be seen.
I think I remember you literally crying to me about this too.
Yeah.
I think I was on FaceTime with someone, and they even were pitching into you, and we were just, like, having, like, a talk. I was, like, on FaceTime with them, and then you came in, and you were like, I can't right now. And then they were just
I had,
there.
like, a full-on mental breakdown. I mean, honestly, turning 22 to, like, 23, or pretty much almost 24, was, like, horrible for me.
Yeah.
It was, like, an emotional roller coaster for me. Ugh.
I know. I just saw this thing, and it was, like, sometimes finding out who you are is realizing who you never want to be again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is such good advice for, like, early 20-year-olds, because you can be like, you can always be lost, even as you grow older. Like, you are always going to be kind of like, I don't know exactly what I'm doing. But, like, in the early 20s, you're very like, what am I going to do for work? Like, do I want to get married? Do I want to have kids? And all these things. But it's like, you can always compare yourself to, like, your teenage self and be like, okay, well, I don't want to be like that. Don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And stuff. And it kind of, like, gives you a route. And I was like, this is such good advice. Thank you, Twitter.
That is really good advice.
Yeah, because it's hard to, like, pinpoint, like, oh, I want to be this person, this. It's more easy to be like, oh, well, I don't want to be like that.
You don't want to be the past version of yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I never want to be the past version of myself. I was a train wreck. But
I was just a raging bitch.
Yes, you were.
And I'm like, girl. But I think it's when you... I think that is what taught me to not be so controlling, because that was, like, my urge to control everything, including things around me. And it, like, made me so uptight personally. And then one day I was just like, it's so much work caring about so many things.
Yeah.
Like, you can only control what you can control, and what you can't is just, like, don't even.
Yeah.
And I have that mentality everywhere. I'm like, well, gotta go. At work. I'm like, well, it's out of my control. I gotta go.
Yeah. Yeah. I always think about the past version of myself, and I'm like, nope.
Nope. Skip.
Like, not today.
Did you see the Instagram thing going around, like, post your teenage self?
Yes.
So many people were, like, posting their teenage self, and then, like, post your adult self, bet you won't. And I'm like, everyone glowed up. Like, why are you scared to post your adult self?
Yeah.
But I realized I've been that bitch. I was just looking at old photos, and I was like, oh, my God, like, she's cute. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, wow. I was like,
I don't even know if I would have pictures of me from my teenage years.
Yeah. Mom would.
But
I think mine is easier because, like, photo shoots were more of, like, a thing I did when I was
taking
a teenager.
Photos with friends.
And yours was, like,
I also didn't have an older sister to, like, drive me around.
Well, it wasn't even you driving me around. I would just walk around neighborhoods with my friends. Like, I have so many photos in front of my friend's neighbor's shrubbery. And I'm like, she had no idea I was doing that. And I was just like, get the photo.
Yeah.
On the porch.
Like, my time was still taking, like, selfies on a like, a legit camera.
Yeah.
Like.
Digital.
Mm-hmm. Like, end of MySpace era.
Literally.
Time. Like, that was my time.
Yeah, iPhones were out when I was up in there.
Stupid duck lips and, like, peace
duck
signs.
lips are back.
Like.
I still do duck lips.
Sometimes I do, too.
I'm like more of a serious face girl now. Like, I took selfies recently, and like all of them were serious face, and I was like, why don't I smile?
Yeah, I like serious photos though too.
Me too.
Yeah,
I remember I used to take a selfie every day after school.
Good on you.
But I'm like, that is crazy, because nowadays I barely take.
I don't even know the only time I take a selfie is when I'm sending you an outfit.
Yeah,
and even then I don't show my face.
Yeah,
and that's something that I don't do anymore. Really, is I don't show my face.
Yeah. Well, I was like, because Gavin had got me a new phone, and I was like, I just want the camera. That's all I care about. And then I was like thinking like, I don't even take that many photos. And he was like, are you kidding me? He's like, you wanted me to get you this phone for the camera. And I was like, well, but I have gone into it a little bit.
Yeah.
It's just like eras in your life when you're like, oh, I think I look cute right now and stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't really take photos.
Like, you could easily take a photo of yourself right now. You look so good.
Thank you.
Every Saturday, you could take a photo of yourself. You're killing it on Saturdays.
Oh, thank you.
She kills it when we film. I'm like, okay, Miss Thane.
I'm just out here.
Regina.
But I don't. That's the thing.
There was this video of this girl, and she was, like, screaming, and it was, like, when your phone isn't capturing your beauty right. She was like...
I honestly get that. I mean, the lighting,
that.
like, everything.
Like, you feel cute, but then, like, the photos are just not it.
Yeah.
That's why you do the video screenshot.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
The hacks.
Yeah.
I would always do that.
That's how you do it. Yeah, I mean, that's what I used to do, too. But, yeah, I just don't take pictures anymore.
I really don't either. I have
Unless,
to, like, be in the mood.
Yeah, and unless it's for, like, something for us, or, like, if we're out with people, maybe.
Yeah, not even sometimes. That's, like, my problem is, like, I'll be, like, so excited to see my friends, and I'll be like, we need to get a photo together. I just don't even think about it. And then I'm like, I have no photos with these people.
Yeah.
So every time I see my friend, shout out to Rachel and Raven, we have, like, 2 photos together. And, like, nowadays, I'm like, I need to make it a thing to, like, have photos of these. I always take photos of their babies because I'm like, I need the stages.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that's how it is with me and Sarah. We have been friends for almost 26 years, since we were 2 years old. And I think the last photo is literally from my wedding. But I think before that, was... Like, I couldn't even tell you.
It's crazy.
Like, we do not... I think it was years before that. Like, we do not take pictures. But it's not something I think about where I was like, oh, like, let's stop and take a picture, you know?
No, never.
Like, we took a picture when we did the thing for her birthday. It was, like, a group photo. But I'm like, but other than that, like, I mean, that's it. Like...
Yeah.
It's not something that I ever think about.
I know. Me either.
Like,
which
even
is
time
good.
we go to California. Yeah. I don't even think about it.
It's, like, good because it's, like, you're being in the present moment, but then it's, like, it would be nice to have that little memory.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because, like, I want pictures with my friends and, you know, stuff like that.
These stages of your life.
Yeah, to kind of, like, look back at from when we have kids and, you know, and stuff like that. Like, I mean, me and Justin even talked about, like, I want more photos of, like, my friends and, like, family in my home.
Yeah.
We have one from our wedding. But it's like, I want more of those.
I highly recommend getting a picture frame.
I told Justin that I want one.
They're so nice. We got one from Gavin's family, and, like, it was, like, it's so weird. You only associate it with, like, we got it for, like, our grandparents, the parents. You're like, oh, they love photos. We got one, and I look at it every day.
Yeah, I mean, I look at it every time I'm here.
Like, and we'll have videos come up, and it's just so cute.
Yeah, and I think, like... Yeah, because, like, Kendall has one, and, like, it would just be so fun to have one. That's because, like, we have friends from, like, different places now, and they all have kids and stuff. Like, I would love to just kind of have those photos
100%.
And, you know, stuff like that. So, like, that definitely might be something I have to get because...
You should.
I just want to see more of my friends and family.
No, it's, like, really... And, like, just old memories. Like, me and Gavin have been together for so long that we'll see photos of us when we first started dating, and I'm like... You were so cute.
I mean, I even look at those too, and I'm like, you guys are so young.
So young.
And it's just like, it's just so crazy. I mean, even same with like me and Justin, like we don't really take photos when we go out on dates or camping
Gavin
or really
does not
anything anymore.
Like photos, really.
Justin hates photos, which is the main reason why I don't really take them of us.
When I ask Gavin, he just like laughs and he's like, "Oh, really?" And I'm like, "Yes."
Justin hates them. I tell him, like, well, I always ask him, like, will you take a picture with me? Yeah. And normally he says yes because he knows I want one.
Yeah.
But, like...
Hesitantly, like...
He's like... But he doesn't enjoy them, like, at all. He does not like to be in front of a camera whatsoever.
So crazy.
So... He's just going to be the man that no one knows.
The faceless man. He's, like, tall enough, too, where you could just take a photo of just, like, under.
Yeah.
And it'll just be like, oh my god, that's me and you. But it's not his face. It's just like his torso.
I'll just start taking pictures of the back of him.
Honestly, like
the women were like, but it's like his back.
The mystery man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love taking photos.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy it too, especially like when we go on like vacation.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Stuff like that.
So fun.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, you guys take photos of the memories that you can have take, like from The Office, take mental photos.
Mental photos. I just watched that episode not too
So
long ago.
cute. Jim and Pam's wedding.
Love it.
And check on your mommy friends.
Check on your mommy friends.
Don't feel rushed to get married if you aren't ready. If you are ready, like she said, make it a thing when you are looking for your partner. And good luck out there, you guys.
Good luck out there.
We love you so much. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.